All right, it's Thursday. Do you know what happens on Thursday?
Not a damn clue.
No?
No.
It's the FusionCast every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern with me, your host, Fusion64. What's up, everyone? Fusion64 here, my co-host, as always, the esteemed Rebel Blood 80. How you doing,
What's
sir?
happening? I was gonna guess it was garbage day, and you had to get all the garbage out to the
It was
street.
garbage day, actually, because of the holiday.
That is right. It was garbage day for me as well.
Yep,
There's just garbage on the mind.
I know. Hey, trying things a little different this week. It's been a quiet week in game news, but it doesn't mean we're gonna have some exciting video games and topics to discuss, banter, you know. So
Yeah. You've been playing some interesting stuff.
I've been playing. Let's see, one, two, three, 4 games roughly, 4 or 5 games. How about yourself?
Oh, I've got that beat, but
Whoa.
most of them are just like, well, let me pop this on and just play it for like 15 minutes or
Oh, okay.
whatever.
All right. Then
And
that's.
then I got some Ubisoft crap on some Ubi grime on my shoe.
Ugh. Ubi Grime. Yeah, I've been playing. I'm like, we had the 4-day weekend last week, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just plow through Final Fantasy 16, and then I started playing. Spent most of the weekend playing 2 other games that were not Zelda or Final Fantasy 16. So,
Yeah, I kind of did the same thing, though I did not have a 4-day weekend.
and
You
I'm
lucky bastard.
and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play what I want to play right now. So, and that felt good. But
Yeah,
one of the games that I did play was Splatoon 3, and I think I've got like 90 hours in Splatoon 3. It is
and
an awesome games as a service that is
you,
not.
you just had to put another 10 hours into it.
Yeah. You know what it was is like there's a battle pass in Splatoon 3, and it's a free battle pass every season. It's like every 3 months there's a new season. It's either 2 or 3 months. There's a new season, and they give you a new battle pass every 3 months. They give you like a new 1 or 2 new maps, some new weapons, or they'll like remix because the weapons come with like a grenade, a different kind of grenade or a special ability, and sometimes they'll remix old weapons and give you like a new loadout with a different special ability. So like they're always updating it every few months, and this battle pass. So let me get at the main point here. The there's a locker in Splatoon 3 where you you can like put stuff in and display like stickers and like items in the game and stuff. And so in this battle pass, there's all of like the Nintendo consoles in there that you can use.
And you could play actual Nintendo games on
No,
these
it's just
consoles.
like it's their knickknacks to display in your quote unquote locker. It's flair. It's flair. Visual flair.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know who's checking it out, but like, yeah, uh,
That was going to be my next question. Can other people see your flair?
yeah. So like, I don't know if you can do like friends, look at friends flair or not, but you can like in the locker section, you can check out other people's lockers and stuff like that.
You
And
better not flare me.
yeah,
Flare
so
you.
so like, there's a Game and Watch in there, and then like NES, but they're called like something different though, like in like a Splatoon verse like way. I forgot what they're called, but there's a NES, SNES. I got the Game and Watch. I don't know if there's a Game Boy. There might be a Game Boy. I don't think so. 64 GameCube, and maybe that's it.
Virtual Boy?
There might be a Virtual Boy in there. I don't remember. But there's like 5 or 6 systems in there, and I'm like, all right, well, I want to grind this because I want these in my locker so nobody that I know can see them, but I can see them. I can see them. I get excited to go in there and look at my locker.
And that was half of your 10 hours playing the game was just sitting in your locker.
Yeah. No, man, I was playing a ton of it this weekend. It's a great games as a service where it's $60, and the service it's free. It's a free service that they provide, and it doesn't get talked about enough.
So you pay up front,
Yes,
and then it's free.
you hand out $60, and they provide a game, but they also provide a service. but that's included with the
Okay.
$60 for the game.
So there's the guy behind the gas station, but I'm not paying him $60.
They don't ask you for any more money afterwards. It's nothing, but they keep
Well, he never
providing
did
content.
either, but. So that was most of your time this 4-day weekend you had?
I did between that and the game that's on the screen right now, Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Yeah, I can't believe when you texted me and you said you were playing that and that you thought it was good. I was like, you haven't played that yet?
I have, but here's the thing. I only played it a couple races, and that was, I think it was a PS Plus game like last year, like right before Gran Turismo 7. And I still had it, kept it installed on my system, but I'm like, man, I don't think jumping between this game and Gran Turismo 7 might be a problem. So I put it off. And what got me back into this is my kid loves Hot Wheels now. So we go to the store. The Jewel over by our house has this giant Hot Wheels section where they're 4 for $5. And so we were just going there searching through the Hot Wheels. I collected all these Batman Hot Wheels, and I'm like, I'm ready to play the Hot Wheels game. And so me and him were playing it most of the weekend, and it's actually difficult. I haven't picked up the driving on it yet.
Yeah, you got to get used to the. It's been a while since I played it, but you drift to get your boost. Right?
Yeah, but then
Or am I
I hit the
misremembering?
corners a lot. I hit the walls a lot, but you kind of got to oversteer and then boost out of it to get your speed while you're drifting, basically.
Yeah, and some of the other mechanics, going upside down, takes a little getting used to.
Right, yeah, and then using the right stick to level yourself out when you go upside down and stuff. Or if you hit the boost at the wrong time on a bump, which I've done lots of times, you just shoot off the track.
Yeah, I did that a couple of times.
I've done that a lot and had to restart a lot of races. The worst is that at last lap or whatever, the last quarter of a lap.
Yeah, I like all the little Hot Wheels cars and that you could
So awesome.
look at them and
Awesome,
like
dude.
them, and they all have little different stats.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I didn't expect that when I got that game. I expected them to all. You remember the Micro Machines games? How you chose a car, but it was just everything handled the same.
Micro Machines is so awesome on the NES.
Yeah, that's the one
Dude,
I'm talking about.
so cool. That's an awesome
That's what I
game.
thought this was going to be, but then when I got in there and I started opening those little loot boxes,
Yeah.
which are free with in-game currency.
3 loot boxes. What? They're going to have to change that. That can't have that.
That's a possibility because the second one's coming out, but
Yeah,
I don't think so.
probably.
This first game was really good, and I think they're going to stick with it.
So, yeah, someone from, who makes this? I forget who makes this.
I don't remember either, but
there's going to be...
this game was so good, I had interest in that, what was it was a recent racing, was it Lego?
Oh, the yeah, the 2K, yeah, Lego 2K racing game or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I had interest in that because I thought this game was so much fun, and I thought it would be similar, but then I saw that price tag, and I was like, no.
What is it? Is it a full $70 game?
It's that, I believe, and then for the big collector's edition with the season pass and whatnot, it's $100
Lego's
or
just
more.
ridiculous. Yeah, everything with Lego is so expensive.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that price, I was like, no, I'm not. I'll wait for it to drop down. It's made by 2K, so of course they're greedy as hell.
Oh yeah.
Or it's put out by 2K.
I'm sure this next game they're gonna have the community manager of this game is gonna be sneaking in your house at night, telling your kid while they're sleeping, "Hey, let's go in mom and dad's wallets, get some extra money for some cars while they're not, while they're sleeping."
4 for $5.
Yeah, right, totally. But yeah, I mean, there's even a shop in here with all in-game currency where you can get, and it rotates where special cars go in there and you can buy them with in-game currency. And that's how I bought the Batman car. I'm like, oh, this car's awesome. And I got a hot dog mobile, which is pretty good. But yeah, I played a lot of this. And so the DLC is on sale this week for PS5. So I'm gonna buy all 3 season passes. I think they're $5 each or something. So
Yeah, that's a good deal.
yeah, totally.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
I need to go back to it and continue playing it. I haven't beaten all of the tracks yet.
Yeah, no, I'm not close to it, but it's something that I'm glad I kept it on there and gonna get my money's worth out of it.
There's a level editor in it too. Have you messed with
I saw
that?
that. Yeah, no, I haven't messed with it or anything yet.
Neither of us.
I'm not a creative level designer. Like the only times I've really done that in games is like when we did our Mario Maker stuff. But other than that, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, we should do that. I should make another Mario Maker level and then you stream it.
That would be pretty cool. Yes, that would be a good idea. The other ones
Yeah.
took me hours to beat. Hours. Like one even took like a day to beat.
Yeah, I'll have to get on that
So,
after Zelda.
so what have you been playing? What else you been playing? I got a couple more, but you get to it.
Well, the simple answer is I did continue Zelda, and if you remember last week, I was talking about how I got to the water temple and I was a little stuck because I didn't have the time to sit down there and look at it and figure out the puzzles.
Yeah.
Well, once I gave it a little bit of time, I figured out most of them except for one, and I was just getting so frustrated that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna brute force this. I can see how to brute force it. You know the puzzle where it had the switch you had to hit and it was in a spinning device.
Yeah.
So I just made a platform and just sat there in front of it shooting like 20 arrows at the thing until I finally got an arrow to go through. It was immediately after I set that switch off that I saw the solution to the puzzle where I had to
You gotta
build
be
a
in the
ramp
air.
for the bubble to go in the air and then I jumped
Yeah.
from the bubble to
And
create
freeze
the
time.
slow-mo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, God, I was so pissed.
Yeah, as you were just telling me that, I was thinking how I did that. I'm like, oh yeah, you had to be in the air and freeze. Or
Yeah,
slow
but I
time
did not
down.
look
Yeah.
any of them up. I just brute forced it and still got it done. Was able to collect all my arrows that I missed with.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't look that one up because I mean I wasted less time on it because I looked it up. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about where I left off getting that, and I did some more adventuring around the world. I think I gotta farm some more stuff to upgrade my armor further.
Okay.
That's my next phase.
Yeah, I mean, I just spent a little bit of time in the depths this week playing it, uncovering the map a little bit. I got a couple new pieces of gear. One of them I was surprised I didn't know was in the game, and I was like, oh, wow, this is neat.
Was it the Wind Waker cap? Because I found that
No,
over the
no,
weekend too. Oh,
no.
well, I found that. I was like, well, that's cool.
Do you
And
want me
it's
to tell you what it
upgradable.
is or no?
No, you can
Okay.
save it because I'll be going back down there
Okay,
and
yeah.
checking things out. I was down there a little bit too. I wound up getting the Ultra Hand ability finally, or
Oh, the auto build?
the auto build.
Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
yeah. I've had that for a while. It's a good one. It's a good one to
It
have.
is. It's also how I was able to cheese some of the puzzles in the water temple too. I just like, oh yeah, I got this saved. I'll build this hot air balloon with stuff, and I'll just bypass try to jump through these bubbles.
Mm. It's a
And
fantastic
I
game. It's a fantastic game. Amazing.
it is. I keep coming back for more.
Yeah, totally.
Even though I'm not like wholly devoted to it and playing it nonstop, a little bit here and there, and it keeps me interested. So
I played for like 20 minutes before work today. I was drinking my coffee, and I think I have you done any of the like if you in the corner of a map there's like the square big square dungeons or whatever or like what do I want to like labyrinths or whatever.
I did one,
Where,
and it was one that was underground, and there's one directly above it too.
yeah. So I
Uh,
did I think there's I don't know how many there are, but I've done one and I'm on my second one now. So
I did like half of one, the one that's way up in the sky at the top right of the map.
yeah.
I've done half of that. I've gotten the door open and I explored a little bit, and I was like, I don't feel like juggling wind currents right now, so
Okay.
I haven't gone back there.
Yeah, so I think I got that unlocked and I did a shrine like in 20 minutes before work. And it's like yeah, you said before like it's the perfect you can play it for 10 hours or you can play it for 20 minutes, really.
Yeah, there's something to do in any span amount of time you have.
Right. It's great.
Yeah, I don't even know if my Switch is charged right now. I should check that. I should check that before we got on this podcast.
I think I'm over 100 hours now in it. Yeah. And I've done 3 of the temples.
I'm gonna head to the fire one next, I think.
That's the last one I
putting that
got
off.
to do. So
Yeah. Which is also where I left off on Breath of the Wild. Also, was the
Okay.
Fire Temple
All right.
or the Fire Kingdom.
Goron Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it past on this one this time.
Woohoo! I gotta see the ending. I haven't gotten spoiled on it yet, so like I'm excited to actually see the Master Sword and the ending, and so
I haven't been spoiled on it either, and I'm surprised because there's so many videos on it,
right, right.
and I'm hoping the ending's good because the little cutscenes you unlock with the dragon tears are actually pretty damn good.
They are
Even
really
though
good.
I seen them all out of order, and that kind of sucked because like somebody dies, and I saw that one like almost first.
Oh
And I'm like,
yeah.
well, that kind of dampens the rest of these.
Right. I don't know. That's so dumb. They could have like just made him go in order. I don't know why. Like, I don't think that would have been fairly easy task, pretty much.
Yeah, you just lock them and have that you have to do them in a certain order or something like
Or I
that,
mean,
right?
I mean, I think they could. You could just play the cutscenes in like whatever order you go to get them. Really,
That too. Yeah, because well,
because I don't think.
some of the images that you create by grabbing those tiers on the land
Yeah.
pertain to the flashback.
Okay.
Like the one that has the little switch-like device that you use.
Okay.
That's actually in that flashback.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
yeah, I don't think that would have worked.
Hmm.
I don't know, it's just Nintendo doing Nintendo things.
Right. Yeah. But that's Zelda. I played some more AEW this week. The more I play it, the more I like it. It's very good. It's fun. Started a single player like Road to the Elite, I believe it's called, and I didn't create a guy. I just played one of the guys on the roster, and it's okay. You go get the tag championship, then you work your way up the ladder towards the other belts. Gameplay's great. They just dropped a new trailer today. They're gonna have they're bringing a 30-man battle royale to the game. And it's not like a Royal Rumble battle royale where you're in a ring. You're in like a football arena or something like that, and there's like a closing circle, like a real battle royale game or something like that.
Oh, that sounds
And you
cool.
can drive like golf carts and use all kinds of weapons and stuff, and it looks interesting. So I'm kind of excited to try that out.
Yeah, maybe I could pick that game up before year's end. Because we are going to have a Game of the Year podcast, are we not?
We are, of course, yeah, for sure.
All right, excellent.
I don't know if
I'm
that's going to
already
make my Game of the
looking
Year list, but I am enjoying it more, despite its faults.
Nice.
So, and I think that's it. Or I got one more big game for the week, and that's probably the game that one of the other games that you've been playing.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I gave you a do this by the podcast.
You did, yes. And I don't think I quite got to it, or was that what you were talking about?
No.
Okay,
You had to
okay.
actually defeat the guy.
Gotcha. Okay. But
Ended existence, if it were.
I tried.
I fell off the game too, and not because of the bad or anything like that. Just I don't know. Maybe I'm losing stamina with it, and just need to take a break. And I'll come back to it maybe this weekend, because I was going pretty hard at it for a while there. I had a day to myself pretty much, and I put a good like 8 hours into the game.
Yeah.
And you told me where to look to see how far I am in the game. Because when I was looking at the PS5 menu, I was just like, oh, it just tells you how far you are in the chapter you're in. But I found the spot where it tells you how far you are in the game. And apparently I'm 66% through the game.
Okay, I'm at 27 hours and 52%. So you're a little further than me.
And some stuff happens in that time. So I'm not going to spoil it for you. We'll talk about it next time.
I'm enjoying the game. It's just you need to dedicate time to it. So there's no point of starting it up if you've got 30 minutes, really, in my opinion.
No, there is none.
I mean,
and
you could do some of the shitty side quests in that amount of time,
they're
but
really dragging me down, man.
you know what? There has been a couple of them that had some decent narrative to them, but like
they were predictable in my opinion.
Yeah, but you're not really doing the world.
It's happening around you, not
What's happening
with
around you
you
in
or
the world is
because
not
you.
interesting, really. Like
Yeah.
it's there's not much going on. There's not much for you to do in there but fight stuff. I mean, the game is great. I like it. It's a great game. Uh, but it's carried heavily by its narrative and
Main story
its
narrative.
main story narrative, and I feel like the big set pieces are what really carry this. The big boss fights,
Oh yeah,
the
I had
big
one hell of
events.
a one.
The big events are really what carry the game, and then it's kind of like it's not filler, but it's just like it's aight. Everything else in between, and then you get to the big, the big set piece, the big boss fight, or the big story beat that's happening in the main story, and it's like, oh, that's awesome, and then it's like it restarts you, and then it's like, oh, okay, I gotta kind of do this really tedious stuff that's kind of okay, and then hours later you get to the cool stuff.
And you have to do some of the side quests to unlock some stuff. At least the game tells you which ones unlock stuff. Like in order to unlock your chocobo, you have to do a particular side quest.
Yeah, I did that one.
But
I've
they're
I've,
marked differently.
I've done all of them really, except for like I think it was a one getting some herbs for like some food or something like that. I don't remember.
Which you need to do that one because that one unlocks increased potency of your healing potions.
I got that one. There was a different one maybe that for Ed Marths I
Okay.
didn't do. But yeah, I mean I think I've done all of them. Maybe I did do that all of them now. If I didn't, I missed one. But like I got the Chocobo one and that one we just talked about. And they're okay. It's kind of like, go here, get this, go do that.
Yeah, you're just
and
a
it's,
gopher.
yeah,
For
kind
all
of
these
like
side
like
quests.
I'm just
Even the one that you said
I'm
was
trying to
pretty
save
dark.
the world, but here I'll go get I'll be your gopher.
Yeah, let me take time out of
You know,
my day to save the world to help this little child with their chore.
yeah. I mean, the white chocobo one was pretty neat. So that one was neat. But like, you're not doing anything other than that's great. The hunts are really cool. I mean, the hunts are some of them are pretty cool, but fights.
You know, the only time I've died, well, actually, no, I died twice in the game, and I want to say both times are not my fault. The first time they introduced the hunts, I died to that monster because it cast death, and if it said somewhere on the screen monster casting death or whatever, I missed it because I didn't know what was happening,
Yeah.
and it cast a huge AOE that is death, and I was in the circle at the time thinking that, oh yeah, I could dodge this at the last second like I do everything else. Nope, instant death, full health, just
Oh wow.
died, and I think I got an achievement for that or a trophy for that. I don't know. And then something similar happened to that with another boss where it was an instant death move and it wasn't telegraphed really well.
I took off the ring of focus, and it made the game better. The one where like it gives you like a QTE before basically they're gonna hit you
Yeah, I'm
because the
still
game
using
was
that.
just too easy. And this way, it's made the combat more interesting, way more interesting. I'm glad I took it off.
I would agree with you, but I don't have time to fail at the game.
Still not hard. I think I've died. I think I died one time with it off. It's not that hard, really. Still,
Yeah,
between like your dog heals you minor or Torgal. He heals you minor. Your limit gauge will heal you. I use that a lot before I use the potions or anything. There's still plenty of health, really,
oh yeah, I did start using that a lot more
because that heals you.
lately. Yeah, it
So
also does massive damage.
also like feel like one, I'm probably gonna need a new controller after this game because the square button is gonna be broken, and like my hands hurt after every fight because I'm smashing it like an animal, which like I feel like doesn't
Me
happen
too.
in any other game.
I thought I was going crazy and that was just me, but yeah, that's
No,
happening to me too.
I'm like must press square, must press square. That's what I feel like when I'm playing this game. I don't know why. Like my
Actually, for
brain
me,
is.
it's square triangle, square triangle, square triangle, trying to get that magic burst combo off
Mm,
because it just does way more damage.
yeah. But I mean, I'm still enjoying it. I'm definitely gonna see it through. But there's some really high highs, and then there's some okay stuff.
Yeah, part of me just is telling me to stop doing side quests, just play straight through the
Right,
story. But
but I
that's
feel like
not
I'm gonna
how I
miss
play
something.
games.
I feel like I'm gonna miss something. I'm gonna miss the good one. I'm gonna miss the good one.
Or I'm gonna miss what I get from it, right?
Right? Yeah, totally.
And I'm not gonna be as good in the game because I miss whatever the reward was.
I don't think you have to be good in this game. It's way
No,
too
I don't think
easy.
so.
It's too easy. I feel like this is the case for easy game. Like an easy game could make your game worse, kind of.
Well, when you beat it, there is a new game plus that's supposed to be harder.
Right, but I'm not going to come back after spending 60 hours to play a new game plus on this.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, it should
And
be
I'm
available
trying
to
not to
start.
spoil the ending, but I also want to know, is there a different ending if you go through the game a second time?
Oh.
Like a more definitive ending?
I hope not. That's gonna be shitty.
I hope not
That'd
either.
be really shitty. I'd be pissed.
But yeah, I'm enjoying the game still. I'm gonna get back on it this weekend probably. I did boot up Diablo 4 again because
The
I was
new
curious to
season's
see.
coming.
Yeah, I was curious if it was live yet or not because I thought they said July for the season, but it wasn't live. They've been doing updates, changing jobs and stuff like that, like buffing and non-buffing,
Non-buffing.
non-buffing. Been and I don't know, that game it was good while I played it and I beat it, and now I have no interest to go back to it until the season.
Really?
I'm not even level 100. Yeah. Because otherwise it's just a grind. There's nothing left but grinding in that game, and that's just not me.
Right.
If I have a reason for grinding, then I'm there. Like in a JRPG, if boss is hard, I'm like, all right, I gotta go get like 5 levels, and I'm gonna come back and whoop your ass. I'm there for the grind. But if it's just grind to grind, I'm not grinding. You grinding me?
I'm grinding you, dog. I'm grinding you.
Don't ever say that again.
You set me up. I don't know. Oh boy. No, but I just enjoyed playing games this week, and there's a lot of stuff, man. There's just a lot of stuff to juggle here, and a lot of stuff to play, and it's exciting.
Yeah, that's why I
It's
just
good
did.
times, I'm just like, and then this weekend, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel guilty. I'm not guilt myself because I didn't play Zelda or Final Fantasy. Those are better games than what I got, but I'm just enjoying playing these games.
I feel it, man. I totally agree with you. It's why I just played a bunch of different games, whether it was like 15 or 20 minutes per game. I was just jumping around. I booted up Capcom Arcade Classics 2
Nice.
on Steam, and I beat the arcade game Sidearms all the way through. And that was interesting. Man, arcade games were hard.
They were, yeah, definitely.
I was kind of keeping track of how much money I would have put in it if I was putting quarters, and at least like $25.
Man.
So that was fun. And then, let me get to the Ubi crap.
Ugh.
I bought and played because it was pennies on the dollar. The Crew.
You're just like you just like want to make yourself sick, I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I do. And that's why I played The Crew. And I haven't felt right since.
You hate Ubisoft games. You hate Ubisoft games, but yet you buy them and play them. You hate them. Talk shit about them all the time, and then you buy them and play them. I don't understand. I don't understand.
The Crew is a bad racing game, but at the same
Looks
time,
bad.
it's bad as in a good way, like a good bad game that I paid $5 for, maybe less. And the coolest thing about it is that it takes place in a pseudo United States of America, and I could drive from New York to California in the game itself, and that's about all that's good about it. The driving's not great. It's got RPG elements for some reason, which makes the game even worse because your car handles like shit. right out the bat, and then you got to win races or win side activities to possibly win better parts for your car, which will make it faster and run better and handle better. And I don't know why I'm playing it, but I played it like 5 hours.
Hey, if you want to hate play games, man, I can't tell you otherwise. Sorry.
And beyond that, nothing really worth mentioning. I booted up Dead or Alive 5 and 6 for some reason. Felt like going back in time to my Dreamcast days of Dead or Alive on the Dreamcast.
Jiggle physics.
The jiggle physics were present. Also in 5, they had like dirt physics. So if you were playing on a stage that was muddy, your character would get like mud on their skin and clothes. Like I remember they were really touting that. Like, look how dirty her skin is. But that's there. And then I played something interesting that I had no interest in, and it's coming out this year, I think, and I might have to try it. The new Alone in the Dark game.
Yeah, the demo, is that what you played?
Yeah, I played the demo, and I was like, wow, this is actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, I thought about downloading that, and for whatever reason, I didn't. Probably because I didn't have any hard drive space. Or
it's not long
space
at
on my
all.
SSD.
You could beat it in a matter of minutes, but it's good looking, and I don't know, it might be a good survival horror game.
Nice. Yeah, it stars the guy from Stranger Things, right?
Yeah, yeah, but the demo you play as some little girl named Grace.
Okay.
There's no combat or anything like that in the demo, but it set things up nicely, and I was like, huh, I might have to come back for this. And then the final game I'm going to mention, because I could go on all night with the stupid little stuff I played, was Starship Troopers Terran Command.
Good. Huh?
It's a real-time strategy game in the Starship Troopers universe.
Ooh.
You control squads of Starship Troopers, and you kill bugs. It's glorious. You don't know. You don't understand. Somebody out there knows.
Oh, speaking of Starship Troopers, they put out a new trailer in a little bit more of a deep dive for Helldivers 2 today.
Did they?
Yeah, you have to check it out. Looks pretty good.
I will have to check that out, because I am interested in that game. The first game was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Although I don't know if I mean I'm probably still gonna get it, but I don't know how much anybody's gonna be interested in it. $70, which it's probably gonna be, I'd imagine.
At that price, I would prefer to get like Remnant from the Ashes 2.
And like I feel like these PvE games like that have struggled this gen. Like Back 4 Blood struggled. That Extraction, Rainbow Six Siege Extraction game struggled. I feel like there's been like one or two more that were like...
Yeah, but that game just had Ubisoft
games.
problems.
Well, you love Ubisoft games, but those games have struggled and they haven't sold well. So I feel like this one, I'm like, I worry about it, but we'll see. But like,
maybe it was cheaper.
As for
the door.
Really news this week, there wasn't really a whole bunch of stuff. Did you see, like, in this Xbox FTC trial thing, they had a thing where they had mentioned they think Sony is putting out a PlayStation Slim this year for $399.
I saw it mentioned that it was supposed to be a Slim and a Pro.
Oh, I didn't see the Pro. I just saw the Slim for this year.
The Slim was in more articles that I saw. The Pro was only mentioned in one of the articles I saw.
Comicballs.com or something like that.
It's probably something stupid like that. I don't know. My feed's all screwed up.
I'm interested in a Slim, possibly. Then I can buy that and just swap the SSD out for a bigger one.
Well, it's definitely not going to be a disk drive, right? It's just going to be another...
No, yeah, it's going to be a diskless one, yeah. Another dickless one.
Is it going to look like a vagina again?
I don't know. We'll see. If I can get... I would be willing to pay up a $50 upgrade fee for a Slim one. If I can.
I will not, because I have the disc-based one. Even though I don't own any PS5 discs, I like having the option to do that.
You
so
like
I
having
will
the
stick
option
with
to never have a disc.
Yeah, but I'm more interested in
You can't
What
take
would
the option,
be
man.
in the Pro when they release that? Because if that's not later this year, it's
It's the
probably
next year
definitely
for
next
sure.
year, right?
Yeah.
How many T flops?
Yeah,
How much is
I
gonna
don't know.
flop?
I don't know. We got to be getting to the point of diminishing returns here. This thing's probably just got to run games better, basically.
Yeah, maybe run Final Fantasy 16 at non 30 frames per
Oh,
second.
speaking of that, they put out the motion blur slider patch today. Was it today or
Did
yesterday?
they?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't booted it up
Yeah.
in since like Saturday, so
Yes.
I'm gonna get on that. Maybe the game won't give me headaches anymore.
Right. And then in that same thing that they talked about, the Q Lite thing that Microsoft thinks it's going to be under 300, which it's like that fucking thing better. The PlayStation handheld thing.
It needs to be well under 300.
Yeah, like
It needs to
120
be like
bucks.
150 at
Yeah.
most.
Right. Yeah.
300 is an instant flop, man.
Right. I think 200 is.
Yeah, 200 is. 150 is pushing it.
Yeah.
I think you're
I
right with
think
the 120, 125
I
mark.
think it's going to be around 200, I think.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to buy it.
No.
And then hopefully it goes on a deep discount and I can get one.
Right. It's like
And I
when
could play.
like the Vita TVs went a deep discount.
I wanted to get one. I never
should
did.
have.
I'm
Yeah, I know. I'm
kicking
pissed.
myself for
Right.
not getting one, man.
Always buy these deep discount things. Always.
Yeah, same thing with the
Steam controller.
the Steam controller I wanted, the Steam Link I
Yeah.
wanted. Those went down to like $5, and I was like, "What am I going to do with that?"
Right.
Well, I know what I would do with it now.
Don't. Stupid.
Yeah, looking on eBay, and now they want way too much for that stuff.
Right. And then the Switch. The Switch is still lighting it up, man. It was like the number one best-selling console in the U.S. in May, obviously with Zelda. But last month for June, it had its best month ever in Japan.
Really?
The best, or not best month ever. I'm sorry, the best June ever for Switch in Japan. Which still, it's like what, seventh year to have its best June ever. That's pretty crazy.
Well, it's the power of Zelda, man.
Yeah. And then the Nintendo Direct probably, helped sell a bunch of Switches. And it's crazy they're doing this without even a price drop.
Yeah.
Without
Hell,
even
they
a
could probably
price
raise
drop.
the price like everyone else is, and they'd still be
Right.
selling like hotcakes.
Like, man, could
Because
you...
Microsoft system's going up in price here in a couple of days or a week.
Our Game Pass just went up today.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if they got like the regular Switch down to like $200.
Oh, it'd be, and then the
Or like the
Switch
Lite
Lite at like
90
$175.
Oh, not like if it got down to 150 or 90. Can you imagine the Switch Lite at like $99? That would be. I don't think it'll get down to that price, but that'd be crazy. I would buy.
Yeah, it would.
I would buy like two of them just to fucking have.
Yeah, keep one in the car.
Right. The Switch. I mean, the Lite is cool. It is light. I like it. I like the form factor of it. It's tiny. I wish it was an OLED screen though.
Not handled one. I cannot go back from my OLED Switch.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Which will make getting the Steam Deck kind of hard because that's not.
Yeah, I
OLED.
always think about that, and I'm like, man. I mean, that's one great people say is the screen is not great, especially compared to the OLED Switch. So it's like,
But it is more powerful.
yeah, but I don't care about power. I want a nice screen.
For now, I'm right there with you
Yeah.
with Zelda because Zelda looks amazing on it.
It really does, man. Those colors in that fucking thing pop. I love it
I think the new Super Mario Wonder is going to look amazing on it too.
for sure.
There's going to be a ton of color in that game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, that game's gonna sell a ton of Switches. That thing's. What if they just put that out there, and drop the Switch Lite to like 150 and the regular Switch to like 250, 200? They're going after that PS2 record.
I think they could get it.
It's gonna be close.
Unless they announce a new Switch.
Right, then they probably won't get it. But You never know. Never know.
You never know.
It's exciting. It's an exciting time for games. There's a ton of games coming out. There's a ton of games. I think we're only like 60 days away from Starfield.
Yeah, my hopes are getting a little high for that, higher than I want them to be,
Yeah.
because I'm still stuck paying for Game Pass. So I'm gonna be able to try that game without buying it. So that's gonna be nice.
There you go. Are you gonna do
Yeah.
the early access thing where like you can spend extra money and get it early?
Maybe.
Ah,
We'll see.
yeah.
Because I am picking up Armored Core 6. So if that game
When does that come out?
gets me drawn in, August, sometime
Okay.
in August. That's gonna be a day one purchase for me. I'm a big Armored Core fan.
I have never played Armored Core.
No?
No, and I'm almost thinking like I still have like 2 or 3 single player games on my PS5, like after Final Fantasy that I want to get to, but Dead Space is on sale this week, and I almost want to buy that.
Saw that. I almost
I'm like,
added that to my cart.
It was either that or I've heard the Callisto Protocol is pretty good, not Dead
I heard
Space
it's
good.
not good.
I've heard mixed things like that. It's pretty good, or pretty okay.
I heard it's really easy, like Final Fantasy 16 easy. Like,
Really?
you just dodge.
Yeah, and you know
attack,
what?
dodge,
You're gonna
attack.
think like this is crazy, but I've never played Dead Space.
No?
No,
I've never beaten Dead Space.
no.
But Dead Space was really good on the 360.
Yeah, so like I'm almost like, man, and I do love survival horror, so I think it might be definitely one I'm gonna have to get next.
Dead Space 3, not so good. Dead Space 2, I owned forever. Never played it because I didn't beat Dead Space 1.
Was
But
Dead Space 3 when they EA-ified it?
They EA-fied the hell out of it. It had co-op, and that's the only reason I played it was for the co-op. And I don't remember a damn thing about that game. I know I tried to play a co-op with a buddy a couple months ago, and it didn't work out because of EA's stupid online pass BS.
Remember when they yeah, the online passes. Remember that when like if you bought a used game, like you had to buy a $5 pass or whatever to play it online?
Yeah, that's the exact reason why we couldn't play it.
Yeah.
It's on Game Pass, and he couldn't figure out what was going wrong. I was able to create a lobby and everything, and he couldn't join it, and we were just like, screw this. We got better games to play.
Oh man. Fucking EA bastards. They're the worst.
Yep.
They are the worst.
No. Well,
They're up there.
I don't know. Ubisoft is bad, but EA is like sinister. Ubisoft bad, EA evil.
Oh, I can't wait till that new Assassin's Creed. I'm all over that, baby. All over it.
That's all you.
I'm excited.
I'll get it
for
when it's like $15
Oh man.
on sale. Do you have any game pickups?
I haven't. No, I haven't really been doing much retro shopping lately. I've been checking. I mean, I've been spent. Our power was out last night. Not our power, our internet. So I was mostly playing Zelda, but I was on my phone just watching Steam Deck videos, like trying to make myself not buy one. And I still didn't buy it, but it's my latest obsession here.
I was able to talk myself out of buying it now because, like I said before, it's definitely going to go on sale again at Christmas, right? When they do their Christmas sale.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be going on vacation, and I don't want it to show up when I'm not at home on vacation. So
See, I'm going on vacation in August.
me too,
Mid-August.
the first week of August, and I was like, I don't know how long it'll take to get here. I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe it comes in like just a couple of days from you ordering it. Maybe Steve Newell.
Gabe
Or
Newell?
Gabe Newell.
Steve Newell?
Gabe's evil
Steve.
twin brother, Steve.
Take your
with the
fucking
twirly
Steam Deck,
mustache.
you asshole.
Gabe Newell
Shows
shows
up at your
up.
door and throws it at you. There's a fucking Steam Deck.
Yeah. Or if you're not there to answer the door, he just stomps on it
Yeah.
and leaves you garbage.
It says 1 to 2 weeks out. And I was almost like watching videos that saying that you can like get the 64 and just put a bigger SSD in it is sometimes the better way to go.
They're very easy to open up and work on.
Yeah, that's what I've seen or heard. So I don't know.
I do have plenty of games to play on it.
Uh,
Because I did have some pickups
and
at one.
another case of the Rogue Ally, I was watching. You remember Victor Lucas from Electric Playground?
No.
Okay, so he was used to be on G4 TV. Used to do like the reviews on the run, Judgment Day. He would do the review show with Tommy Tallarico.
Okay, I would probably recognize him if I saw him then for
Yeah.
sure.
So like he has his Electric Playground. He's based out of Canada, but he posted a thing about how he returned the Rogue Ally as well, along with Gerstmann, because of the SD slot thing.
Yeah, I'm not buying one for sure now because of that.
Yeah, it's more people like it's either burning it up one or it pops it out. And so like yeah, he said that he had to like hard reset it like 3 different times or like yeah, factory reset it 3 times and like he had all these games on his SD card and then like the second day it wouldn't read it and so he like went through it a whole bunch of different times and like yeah, he spent hours and hours and hours with it and same thing that Jeff was saying. I was surprised. I'm like, oh man, yeah, definitely not getting this fucking thing. I'd be really upset paying 700, $750, $800 on that thing for it to not work right.
Yeah, I want to be out there trying out the new tech and everything like that, but
Not an
sometimes it's
$800
good.
guinea pig.
Yeah, it's good not to
Four or
join.
$500. Okay, but yeah, 800 no. Nah.
Nope, it's a hard pass for me now.
Yeah, definitely.
Steam Deck all the way for me at the end of this year.
Right. Wish they just announced a new one already.
Probably not, because the Steam Deck is actually selling pretty well for them.
Yeah.
Not Switch gangbusters, but it's doing very well for them.
Maybe a couple of years, and it's got like a good word of mouth, a good buzz.
Yeah, it sells better than anything else Steam came out with.
Right. Which yeah, it's not saying much, but
No.
Yeah, when I think Switch 2 comes out, that'll be my go-to handheld. Switch is my go-to handheld, so I don't know. I'll just sit there and make myself sick. Instead of playing the Switch, I'll just look at Steam Deck videos for another year until the Switch 2 comes out. Because I'm a dumbass.
Yep.
So.
No argument here.
All right, I think that's it, really. There's not a whole lot going on.
Actually, I have a bit of news.
Go ahead.
Have you heard the news about the developer for Skullgirls?
I have not.
So Skullgirls is a fighting game, a 2D fighter that came out, I don't know, like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And there was a whole bunch of drama with the developer of the game and like some accusations and stuff like that. But that's all in the past.
Okay.
But now the current developers have gone in and retroactively censored the game after you've owned it for like if you were one of the first people to buy it on Steam or wherever they're censoring it everywhere, even on PS5. Cutting out shots and stuff like that, artwork, and there was an art book that you could buy on Steam. They even went through and deleted images out of the art book that people own on Steam and deleted them out so they're no longer there. You can't view them. So you're basically not able to view what you paid for.
Why did they do that?
Because they're progressive.
Because it's like the content is deemed inappropriate.
That's what they're saying.
Man, that's fucked up. That's why, physical.
I want to say
games.
even if the game had a physical release, they would probably try to force the censorship on you, but you could play it offline.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
But I don't think they released a physical version of this game.
Yep, that's another check mark in the physical category.
Yep. I'm not big on censoring games.
No, definitely not. I mean, there's certain things like, having to do with children, but other than that,
Well, yeah, some of the Japanese stuff that came over and
it was like really obscene, like, stuff about children. But other than that, yeah, I'm not big on censoring games at all.
Yeah, no, like the Mass Effect trilogy when they censored Miranda's butt. Not that I need to see Miranda's butt, but you're changing the vision of the person that created the game in the first place. You're altering that vision so it's no longer the same, right?
Right, yes.
and you're losing a little something there. And so, how many times
Losing
can
some
you
ass.
censor something? Yeah, you're losing
Losing some
that ass.
Yeah, not a fan.
How many times as you censor and change things before it's no longer the same game, right?
Right.
Or same vision even. That's why I'm against censoring. I guess it's your rebels rants for this week.
Hashtag America.
America. Yeah.
On this week of the 4th of our nation, that's the rebel rant for the week.
Yeah. Damn censorship.
Did you have a recommendation for this week or no?
Have I already recommended the Capcom arcade games?
I don't know, maybe. But go ahead and recommend them again. Why not?
Yeah, I'm going to recommend those because I was playing that and I was like, man, more people need to buy these so they keep releasing more of this old stuff.
Yeah. Oh, man,
so
I can't wait for those
illegal.
Metal Gear Solid collection.
I'm thinking about pre-ordering that too.
Yeah, I want some trophies in those babies.
Especially when I saw that they're releasing a Nintendo game that I had with it. Snake's Revenge.
Ooh, yeah.
That game's so freaking bad.
Oh, man, I can't wait to play those with trophy support. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to wind up getting them on Steam. And then there's rumors that they're releasing Metal Gear Solid 4 because this is Volume 1.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I don't think they would be able to, unless they're going to redo the whole, like, because you can't emulate it on, at least on Switch. That's not going to come to Switch. So, it'll be interesting to see how that will run.
Why can't you emulate it?
Well, I mean, I don't think I don't know if the Switch would be powerful enough to emulate that. Because don't you need like a really powerful rig to basically emulate PS3 games because of its crazy cell architecture?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't think the Switch will do that. But I mean, PS5, Xbox, PC, should be no problem. But or at least isn't. I think the PS3 emulation is still kind of hairy, though. I believe.
Well, they're doing it with that cloud-based stuff on the PS5.
Well, yeah, I mean that's because it's running off of like PS3s and
Yeah.
server blades, basically.
So they could probably do something like that for the Switch because they're already doing it. Capcom's doing it.
Right. I just don't want to. I don't want to play cloud stuff.
No.
I want native.
Every time those games go on sale, like them or Control, I'm like, man, I should buy this just to see how it is on the Switch.
You can
And then I'm
download
like,
a free
no.
demo.
Yeah, but then what if I really get into it?
Or then you could play it on a different system.
But then you can't play it when you're not connected to your Wi-Fi,
yeah,
though, right?
see, yeah, no. So it's not
Then
worth
that
yeah,
defeats
no.
the whole purpose of the Switch.
Yeah, it does, totally. No switching involved.
Yeah, I'll pass on that as well.
But hey, let's go play some. I'm gonna go play some games.
I'm already playing a game. I've been playing a game this whole podcast.
Well, that's why you're not. Oh no, I want to keep talking. Well, you're playing a game. I'm not. You dingbat. So.
I'm not really playing it. It's a clicking game. I just had it running in the background.
Oh.
It's called Realm Grinder, to get back into our grinding conversation.
That's going to be a podcast this week. I'm not grinding anymore on this podcast. Where can we find you? Where can we find you?
You could find me nowhere because
I'm going to open up a Threads account tomorrow. So
are you?
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I will too then.
At Fusion64 Media on Twitter.
Actually, you can find me on MySpace.
I'm Tom on MySpace. No, that's a show. Hopefully, I get a little further in Final Fantasy 16. Hopefully, I can wrap it up. I doubt it. We're gonna put another 26 hours. I don't think I'm gonna have that by the next time the next podcast is out.
I want to say I'm gonna wrap it up this weekend, but I think as soon as you get closer to the end game, there's gonna be tons more side quests. So
probably, and I bet you
I'm not gonna lay that down.
I bet you they get better. Hopefully, I think they're gonna get better. So.
I'm going to say no. We'll find out who wins in like 2 weeks.
Right, yeah. All right, everyone. That's a show for this week. We will see you guys next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Fusion64